What's up, guys? Grantley16 here once again, playing. What's up, guys? Grantley16 here once again playing Clash Royale. Welcome to my part 2 of my 18-part series discussing each and every card. Today we're going to be discussing Elite Barbs, Xbow, Goblin Barrel, and Fireball. Also, last video I showed you the Heal Spell Challenge. We couldn't get very far. I think we got to 8 wins. So and we bowed out. But now I have completed it. I have got to 12 wins, and I've got the video right here for you guys to see. We're just going to be going through it, showing you exactly what I did, and then after the video is over, I'll go to show you the different cards we're going to be discussing today. I was at 2 losses. I actually only had 1 loss until the last one, until the 12th win. I only had 1 loss. I mean the 11th win. I only had 1 loss, and I had to get 2 more losses to lose out. But I chose these cards right here. I didn't really have a lot to choose from, but I thought they would do really well. And, you know, you never can tell with a draft challenge. He doesn't really have any push cards either. So we're doing pretty good right here. Anyways, you see I've got the Xbow, which I can push the tower with. I've also got Fireball, Log, just in case. I throw that Valkyrie out, and I throw the Xbow out. The Valkyrie will take the damage, of course. I get the Xbow locked on the tower right away and throw these goblins out to take care of this Mega. Of course, the Mega's going to go down, but the P.E.K.K.A.'s still coming, so I had to find a way to stop that. I had to do an emergency log just to keep it back. The minions are going to do work, and the tower is able to finish him off just in time. So I was really lucky in that right there. Anyways, you can see I do have lightning, and you'll see later on in this match that's actually going to be the most clutch thing, really. Anytime you have lightning, it's really good. Get some drink. Anyway, Barb Hut, I instantly lightning it. Throw some goblins out, and that easily takes care of those 2 barbs. It doesn't take much. Mega Minions coming in. Don't worry, the tower could take care of that. If a Mega Minion has 3/4 of life or less, the tower can take care of it. The only one it can't take care of is like a full life Mega. At tournament level, anyway. So I throw the Valkyrie out just to fend off these barbs a little bit longer. And so he's definitely gaining on elixir on me. But he threw that Royal Giant out. I instantly took advantage of him spending 6 elixir in the back like that and threw the Xbow out. So it's going to pay off for me because it's going to eat this tower completely down, dude. It was crazy. But he has a Mega push coming. Both a Royal and a P.E.K.K.A. What am I going to do, you wonder? I'm going to draw that P.E.K.K.A. out. The Xbow is going to assist from across the map. And it works out perfect, man. Like, absolutely perfect. And we take, of course, we take out these. And Mega Minion's coming in. That's going to die to the tower. And he's only got 30 seconds left. And he started this push off in the back. So I don't think that was a very smart idea. I think if he would have pushed up front with some support behind that Royal, he might could have taken the tower, maybe. But since he didn't, he's not even going to get close. A lightning just to stall him for a little extra longer and get the log ready as well. He had the heal spell as well. And I rarely win with a heal spell in this challenge, man. I'm telling you. I really don't know. I mean, I guess there's ways to use it. I just hadn't learned it yet. That's the only thing. I hadn't learned it. So it's not necessarily a bad card. It's just I don't really know what is the best situation to use it in. It's a very situational card, and it takes some getting used to. Anyway, 100 heals, 11,000 gold. That actually gets my heal to a level 7. Not quite halfway to 8 yet. Fireball Musketeer, Tombstone, Goblin Hut. Man, this is a big chest. Elixir Collector. Some more heals. 21 more heals. And Mortar and Electro Wizard for the final one. Got that Electro Wizard. Gotta get that mug high up. Anyway, let's talk about these cards. The first one is Elite Barbs. I want to go into detail on a few things that the Elite Barbs are good with and not good with. Elite Barbs are extremely effective, offensive and defensive. They do more damage and have more health than regular Barbs and are much, much faster. You can actually defend Elite Barbs with your own Elite Barbs if they attack your side. And with the assist of the tower, you should be able to defeat them and start an offensive push as well. Elite Barbs are not easily killed, but they can take out several units, such as this Hog Rider right here, and the goblins behind it, and start your own offensive push. You can also add on to the push, of course, because you've at least traded most of the time, or something like that. You've at least traded or gained elixir on them. So they're extremely, extremely good. I like them a lot. They just got nerfed, so you got to be careful about that. But they will take a Hog Rider out extremely quickly. 1 or 2 hits is about all they'll get on you. And like I said, with like a Valkyrie or something like that, will just about take them out. Bowler will pretty much end them. You can use them for any kind of defense or offense. Normally, you want to put them out with another unit like in front of them or something like that. You can throw them out by themselves, but you have to keep kind of count of your enemy's elixir usage. Don't just be like throwing them out randomly, because that'll be just a big 6 elixir waste. So normally you want to wait until your enemy has used a substantial amount of elixir and then throw them out. Like if they throw like a 6 or 7 elixir card out on the other side, you want to throw them out on the opposite lane. You can use them as your main big guy killer, like on this Royal right here. They'll take it out, and you can actually split them if you want. Even one by itself is extremely effective. It'll get several hits on the tower if it's undefended. So splitting them is a really good idea sometimes. Like I said, the bowler will stop them a lot of the time. It may not completely stop them all the time, but it will stop them a good bit of the time. They can take out regular barbs, but you have to time a zap with the elite barbs to make sure that, like, let them hit them one time and then zap them, and it should stop them just long enough to kill the regular barbs. Anyway, next up, xbow. The xbow is a really effective building killer. It's called like a siege deck anytime you usually go for their side directly from your side. Normally, you want to set units out in front of the xbow before you place it, because otherwise, I mean, it's 6 elixir, so obviously they're going to come straight for it with everything they have, and it's not going to retarget unless it's zapped or something like that. But also make sure that you put it right at the bridge. If you put it even one tile back, it's not going to reach the tower. So you want to put it as close as you possibly can. It can be used for defense also, but normally, if you have an xbow, you're going to want to use it for offense 99% of the time. It doesn't do a lot of damage per hit, but over time, it'll do a lot of damage over its lifespan. And once you place it out, it can actually shoot units across the map just like that there. It killed that princess all the way on the other side. Now, with the xbow, you have to be really careful about your placement. You have to know when to place it. It's one of the harder cards to use in the game, I think. Next up is the Goblin Barrel. With this card, it can be very dangerous. But you have to be really careful, though. You got to watch out for those logs and zaps and arrows. 90% of the time, if they have those, they're going to specifically use it on that Goblin Barrel. So make sure that they use those first before you throw them out. Also, you can change your placement of the Goblin Barrel. Don't throw it in the same spot every time if they keep on hitting them and you don't have any other option but to throw them. You can place it way far in the back, way far in the front, directly on the tower, wherever you want. Several Goblin Barrels can do tremendous damage. They can actually take out the tower if you get enough of them on the tower, and they can die easy, but they can be extremely dangerous at the same time. They can be placed anywhere on the map, of course. You can also use them for defense if you have to. It's just like throwing 3 goblins out, but for 3 elixir instead of 2 elixir like it normally would be anyway. But you can use them in conjunction with several different spells, things like that: freeze, rage, clone, mirror. They're really effective in all kinds of situations. And if you just need to get that quick little damage off, you can use them, and they'll assist. Even if your main push units aren't getting the job done, you can just throw that goblin barrel out behind their defending units, and it can easily be taken out. The goblin barrel, it does a little bit more damage than the spear goblins, so because it is the knife goblins, they're a little bit quicker and they do a little bit more damage, but they cannot hit anything in the air. You want to throw them like kind of behind any units that are existing. You want to wait for them to cross the get out of range, I guess I'm trying to say. Like right here, I use the mirror and clone, and that demolishes the tower and the skeleton horde. So that just shows you exactly how good they really are. They can be dangerous. You saw in my troll video what I did. Anyway, next up is the fireball. It's extremely effective. 90% of situations come down to a fireball winning or losing the game. You can take out several units at once. Anytime you use it, though, you want to make sure it's a good trade. You want to make sure that you're not fireballing something that's like 2 or 3 elixir. You want to fireball something that's at least 4 or higher. 90% of the time, if you're patient, you can get a bunch of units together, just like that there, just like this here. Get them all grouped up, minions, goblins, barbarians. It will not kill regular barbarians all the way, but it'll leave a little sliver of health, just like these 3 musketeers right here. It's leaving them just with probably like 10 health or something like that. And well, it's under 100 anyway, and the tower is going to be able to one-shot any of them, and they shouldn't get any hits unless they throw something extra out. You got to be careful about that. A lot of the time after you fireball, they'll throw something extra in front of whatever you just fireballed, and it'll be like you never even fireballed them because your tower's not going to be able to hit them. So you need to be sure that you have something else on standby just in case, and you want to try to get that good trade, like I said. If you have to use it on a 3 or less elixir unit, you can, but try to save it. You never know when you're going to need it. Anyways, guys, that's the end of the video. If you guys want to see in more detail about any of these cards, please comment. I don't get a whole lot of comments, so please feel free to comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know what cards you want to see more of, and I'll go into more detail. This was just like a quick little run through just to show you guys what I was doing. Anyways, until next time, don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Leave a comment, leave a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.